What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with PressureWashHelp.com, king of pressure washing. And today I want to talk about making $1,000 days. How we can do that, how you can do that, and some ways that we want to do that. And so what kind of got me thinking about this, I was actually supposed to have another guy on, Terry, which he forgot about me, and it's all right. It's Easter. I'm not too worried about it. I can usually have going on here, but I want to just talk about how you can get to $1,000 days, what mindset you got to do to get to $1,000 days, and what marketing in different ways we can do marketing to hit our $1,000 days. But before I get there, I had an awesome thing came in the other day of a guy that messaged me, and he put, "Hey Jason, just wanted to say thank you so much for changing my life. I gave my 2-week notice today. Besides my wife and the boss, you are the first to know. I would like to give you a review and testimonial or something soon. Celebration, a big breakthrough moment. Thank you so much for your guidance." Now, this is what gets me excited. This right here is what makes me happy. This right here, people in my community that are quitting their jobs, that are getting to the next level, that are having enough money and financial freedom that they're able to quit their full-time job and become a self-employed boss of their own. Right here. This right here is what gets me up in the morning. This right here is what makes me excited. And so this is what I want you to be able to do too. And so I'm going to break down some things that we need to do and how we can do this. So I know I put a picture of Jason on this here. I'll probably talk about him too because I like talking about Jason. But this is the thing. Here's another one. Hey, I just did my first $600 house wash. You know, this right here is what makes me excited. This right here is what gets me going. This right here from George and people like that is awesome. And so you should be thrilled all the time then, Jason. You've helped so many people, including myself. And so this is what I want to be able to talk about and what you can do. Now, I'm not saying that everybody can do it and it's easy, because it is not easy. It takes work. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of work. And so this is what it's going to do. You know, I had a guy in my group that was showing that he was actually pressure washing today. He was working today, even on Easter Sunday. And so, you know, there is times that we have to do that. Now, I don't like doing that. And in fact, I didn't push my guys at all to work on the weekends, because I felt that if they gave me the time during the week, then I don't need to push them on the weekends. There's not enough money to be made so that I'm working my guys 6 and 7 days a week. And, you know, if they want to, that's one thing. But a lot of times when we force that, people are going to get burned out and not have fun. And so that is reason why I never push the weekends. Now, in Christmas time and Christmas lights, we push the weekends. But a lot of times the guys loved all the overtime because they had a buku loads of overtime. So it made it nice for Christmas time, so that way they had lots of money to be able to make. Thanks to the following instruction, Christina and I have made her salary in 3 months this year. And so, you know, this is some things that you can do to get to those $1,000 days. Now, is $1,000 day really a lot of work? And I'm going to say no, it's not. You know, most of the time, my goal was to get $1,500 to $2,000 per truck. So if $1,000 day is usually going to take you anywhere from about 6 hours to 8 hours is what $1,000 day is going to take. Now, some of that is going to depend on if you know how to bid. if you know how to bid and you're able to know how to sell and you're able to know how to close jobs, then obviously it's going to be less work and more money. And so those are some things that we can do to be able to do that. So you're going to say, Jason, how do I get to $1,000 days? What do I have to do to get to $1,000 days? Well, I'm glad you asked that. So the biggest thing we have to do is market. And I know I've been preaching this a lot. Marketing, and packages. If you're not doing those two things, then you're probably not going to hit $1,000 days. And yes, you got to do both of those things. Marketing, and you got to do packages, because our goal is to get our average ticket up, so then that way we can make more money and be more successful. I have a $500 driveway cleaning, got a $800 house wash this week. Hope it keeps coming. Pollen is horrible here. And that's the thing with pollen. Once the pollen gets over, then everybody wants their house cleaned. Now, we don't get a lot of pollen here. But one thing we got going on this week is people are out mowing grass. And that is an amazing thing, because when people are out mowing grass, they're looking at their old dirty houses and they're going to get it cleaned. And that is awesome. $4,449 roof wash tomorrow, 3,500 square foot. Thank you, Jason. Raise those prices and be knowledgeable and be confident. A lot of times, if we're not confident, that can be a lot of our issue of not doing that. And yes, we need to follow up with last year's customer. Emailed a guy that we did a house wash in October. He gave the go-ahead on a $300 driveway. Good work from my 12-year-old on Friday, $500 house wash. And following up with our old customers is definitely something we need to do. So let's talk about this a little bit. So if we do $1,000 days and we do 5 days a week, 20 days a month, that we're looking at some pretty decent money there. 5 days a week, $5, $10, $20,000 a month is what we're looking at. And if we can do that, let's just say that we live in Cincinnati, we live up here in the north, and we can't really do that all year long. So we only get 8 months of cleaning. We could probably get a little bit more than 8 months of cleaning, but we only get 8 months of cleaning. So 20,000 times 8 months would be $160,000. Now you might say, that's a lot of money. And you know what? That is a lot of money. Now, obviously, that's not going to be all in our pocket, because how do we get to that $1,000? So we need to spend money to be able to make money. So let's just go 10%, maybe a little bit more. Let's just go for ease of numbers that we do $20,000. So 10% would be 100 or 16,000. So we're going to do a little bit more than that. Let's say we do $20,000 in marketing so that we can be able to do that. Yes, I said that. $20,000 that you are going to invest in your business so that you can make money. Because if you won't invest in your business, I'm sorry, but nobody else is going to invest in your business either. And so that is why the importance of investing in your business. And you know what? Some things work and some things don't work. And that is the reason why we got to invest in our business in different things, in different ways of investing in things that we need to do. So that way we can make sure that you are, I'm going to try something here. Okay, never mind. I got a new feature here, and I know I'm getting offline here, that I can favorite, and then that way I can come back to that comment. And I'm going to try to read some of these as I go on. And so that is what we have to do. If you are not willing to invest in your business, then that is your issue. That is something in right here between your brain that you will have to struggle, and that you will have to figure out how to do it and get over that mindset issue. Because here's the thing. If we want to get to the $10,000 in 2 weeks. These are some things that we have to do. We have to invest in our business. Now, there is lots of things we can invest in our business. I'm going to talk a little bit about some ways that we can invest in our business. So obviously, I'm going to talk about how this works over here. So the very first two things we have, this is called Google Ads. This is called Google Ads. This is a pay-per-click game. So if I clicked on one of these here, let me go here better. If I clicked on one of these here, you are looking at anywhere from $2, especially on a Sunday night. We're probably looking at $1 or $2 because we don't have no competition here, to anywhere to $20 to $30 per click. Yes, I did say per click. So this is some things that it takes a little bit to be able to trust somebody, to be able to figure out what we need to do. So this is usually there's 4 people that are playing this game. Now, being that we are on a weekend, not a lot of people run ads during the week. I'm gonna show you some things with this ad so that way you can kind of see what an ad may need to do, so that way somebody will want to click on it. But this is the first way. I do not recommend somebody just starting out to start here in Google AdWords. I mean, you can, but you better be willing to spend some money and not be like, hey, Jason, why ain't this working? Da 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 da. All of that kind of thing there. And so that is just some things that you have to be able to do and make sure that you can keep it going and doing that. So, like I say, this is the very first thing you got to do. Again, Nathan put, I got 24 clicks. I got 24 clicks and no bid. So these are some things that we have to be able to figure out what works. And it's not just about the ad either. The ad is one thing. What's your landing page look like? What does your call to actions? What does your website? How fast does it load? Yes, these things all make a difference. If we are pushing somebody for pressure washing, then when we go in here, then it better be talking about pressure washing and not just house washing, or not just, it better kind of be everything. If I have somebody click on house washing, then you know what? It better be talking about house washing. Same way with roof cleaning. So we have to make sure that we know what we're doing. Now, what I'm going to say on the ads side of things is, if we think that we're going to get $2 clicks, you're going to get $2 bad clicks. You're going to get very few clicks that are going to be worth a crap at $2 a click. It's the Google. That's just the way it is. Most of the time, you're going to be spending about $10 to $15 clicks. If you want the $2 clicks, you will probably get the stupid clicks. Even if you dump load, so I have a negative keyword list that I put in my membership that has over 500 negative keywords. If you're doing $2 clicks with that, that's what's going to happen. And this is one of those things that it's a learning curve. You got to change things. You got to figure out what works and what don't work, because what worked might over here may not work over here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself in my side of business, even on the side of business that I'm dealing with. I'm starting to run ads in different places. I'm changing different things. I'm trying to get people to sign up. I'm doing different ways to getting clicks. I've spent $1,000 last month and had one person sign up to my YouTube side of things. So I'm trying to figure out what I got to do to be able to convert customers. And you got to do the same thing. If you got a crappy landing page, they're probably not going to click. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And so them are some things that you have to deal with. So that is this right here. That is the curb appeal. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this ad here. If you look at what do I usually talk about when we're dealing with customers? We want to make it easy. Request a free quote on our website in 15 seconds. So they're saying that if you click this, you can get a quote in 15 seconds. So what does that mean? It's fast. It's easy. It should be easy to find. Big, bold, get your 15-second quote, all of that kind of stuff right out of the get-go. And so these are some things. Never had an unhappy customer. Now, I know the guy. Do I believe that 100%? He don't have no 5-star reviews that are less than that. So he could probably go with that. And that is fine. And here's the thing. You're never going to have 100% unhappy customers. But what did that do? That's going to be like, if I'm like, he's never had an unhappy customer, then I want to get a quote from him, right? Because I want to make sure he's happy. So next thing is this here is what I'm going to tell you that you need to work on if you're just starting out. Right here. This is called Google My Business. If we can get in this maps, this is gold right here. Gold, big gold with a G. So you can see the pressure's on power washing. He's got 4 reviews. R&R Services got 25 reviews. Myself, Pressure Wash Help. And I don't even do pressure washing. Only reason why I'm coming up is because I'm close. Now, we're going to go down one more here, you all. And I'm going to show you that this guy normally comes up. But on another note right here, why is that coming up? On another note right here, we have another ad. We have another ad. And then we come down here. Look at this. Pro Power Washing. He's got 187 5-star reviews. Now, he could probably say he is the #1 most reviewed in the greater Cincinnati area. You look at Curb Appeal Pros, he's got a 1 5-star review. Now, this could hurt him because he's got a thing that says never an unhappy customer, but on this Google My Business, he's only got a 1 5-star review. So technically, he's never had an unhappy customer by looking at this, right? That's what you could think. But are you going to pick a guy with 187 5-star reviews or 1 5-star review or 25 5-star reviews? Most people in their right mind is going to pick 187 5-star reviews. Now, I know Benjamin. He comes on here all the time, and so I know who he is. Look, he has everything filled out. Imagine that. Look, he has hundreds of photos, videos, everything. It just keeps going on and on and on, and more photos and more photos and more photos and videos and more photos and videos and more photos and more photos. I think he's got his 100 photos. I don't know if I'm getting my point across here, but I'm pretty sure he has his 100 photos. Now, I know Benjamin. He did $500,000 last year. He spent $0 in marketing. He spent $0 in marketing and did over $500,000. I'm going to take that back because he did do a new website, paid for a new website. Oh, I'm finally at the bottom of all his videos, everything he has of that. And so this is what I'm talking about. And these photos are named. They are named. They are everything they needed to do when he uploaded these photos. So you can see, different things. And this is very, very important when we are dealing with this right here. So not only are the 5-star reviews important, but all of those photos. And 9 times out of 10, he usually comes up first or in the top 3 pressure washing in my area. And so those are some things that you might want to look at. It says it's not open till 9 a.m. I might do earlier than that. I might do 7 or 8, so that way people will call, and that could be an issue otherwise. But you can see here, if we go to his website, that ain't good. Go to homepage. You can see here that he has a new website. And so it is, we got a free quote. Look, hey, I was leaving. It has a pop-up. Don't leave. Make sure you're getting your stuff. Again, to get a fast quote. Look, get a fast quote. We want fast. We want speed. We want that customer not to sit there and have to figure out, man, where do I get a quote at? That's nice. Look, get a quote. Look, every time you scroll, you got a call to action. And it stays up here. So we got a call to action here. 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 Oh, did I say we still got these two call to actions? We can go to different things here talking about different things. Oh, did I say we got another get a call action? Look, it talks about how easy it is. Get a fast quote. Are you tired of waiting for service companies to get back with you? Look, easy scheduling. Sit back and relax. Easy. Man, I don't have to work hard. Easy, easy, easy. Big get quote buttons. Great way to make sure of, look, this is what other customers are talking about. Oh, did I talk about another get a quote button? We got some cool little things here. If you're doing this on your own and you don't have a very good web service, be careful because some of this is taking time. Now, this website is loading super fast and it's got super good there. I don't know what the deal is with this go back to Home Depot page. That's something I would probably look at. But, in the house washing, again, get a quote, get a quote, get a quote. Very big call to actions. We are the best in Cincinnati, Ohio. Here he's trying to do a little SEO kind of stuff in the Cincinnati house washing services. That are some keywords that he's trying to target. We do talks about vinyl siding. Hey, does your house have vinyl siding? That's how we clean it. Does it have stucco? Does it have wood? Again, we want to know that you're happy. Fast quotes, affordable prices, license. He's hitting all the pain points of what people want to make sure. Look, he's talking about the dangers of house washing, so how to do it safe. Got a nice little slider here that gives you the dirtiness. Got some more sliders. Look at that nasty house. Again, he's showing pictures of houses that he wants to do. Now, this house over here, maybe not so much, but this house here, two-story house. Again, this house here needs some paint, but these are some things. Again, these are house washing reviews. This is some things that he's hitting on. Again, some of other things that we're hitting on. Again, get a fast quote. Get a fast quote. Quick, easy, everything that we need to do to be able, so that way our website and our things look good. And I know I wasn't even planning on going down the website thing, but I want to hit on it because it is important. When I talk about Google Ads, I would spend a lot of money and send somebody to this website because I about guarantee this is going to be a converting website. We're hitting pain points. We have large call to actions. We don't just have one large call to action. Every scroll, we have a large call to action. Those are very important. Those are probably more important than anything else. These are some things that you got to look at. The other thing, we cannot just look at it on here, on our computer. We need to open it up in different browsers on our phone and check it out on there. We want to make sure all the call to actions are easy. We want to make sure that if we're filling out a quote form, we don't take forever to figure out where everything is, and if it's not important, don't make it something that has to be clicked. Because other than a name, I don't even need their name. I don't care if they fill out their name. Their email and their phone number are the two most important things. If I didn't get nothing else, at least I can contact these people to try to get back in there and get our stuff done. So this is the way that we get to our $1,000 days. And I've got 2 dislikes. What's that all about? But I haven't even seen what they, but these are some things that we have to do to be able to grow our business. If you want $1,000 days, these is what you have to do. And if you don't do it, don't don't come complaining to me that you can't get business, because this is what you have to do to get business. Now, just because you have a pretty website doesn't mean you're going to get business. In fact, I'm going to tell you that this is not going to get you business. Just because you pay somebody $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 does not mean that it's going to just start magically getting business. Now, what will help you start getting business is that Google My Business. That Google My Business to this website is huge, because he's got lots of 5-star reviews. He's got a lot of awesome stuff going on here that will help him grow his business. And that is what is amazing. That is what will grow your business more than anything. So this is just some things that will. This guy here does a lot on Facebook, and he does a lot on LinkedIn. And again, yes, he has not spent $50,000 in marketing to grow his business. He's probably spent less than $5,000 to $10,000 in marketing, probably closer to $5,000, and that's for this website, because he just had built this website. And so those are some things that will grow your business. Those are the things that will get you to the next level. And so, am I the only female pressure washer here? No, we got some more. And so that is what we got to do to be able to grow a business. You know, this guy's posting 3 times a week on LinkedIn. 3 times. But he's probably done over $200,000 just in LinkedIn and jobs off of LinkedIn. I'm not full of crap, guys. This can happen. This is how it works. This is what you got to do to start and grow your business and be successful. These are the things. I talked to him the other day. He's booked out 30 days already. You know what happens when we booked out 30 days? We don't just have $1,000 days per truck. We have $2,000 and $3,000 days. You know why that is? Because we raise our prices. We get our prices up. When we're that far out, we raise our prices. When we're 2 weeks out, raise our prices. And you know what happens when we start raising our prices? Usually, you get more busy. Usually, you get more phone calls. Because here's what happens. When you get busy and you start making money, and that's what happens, guess what? We can put more money in marketing. We can do things to make our phone ring even more. And that is what is important. Our goal is to make sure our phone is ringing. You know, and a lot of times I push this, a lot of times I go about talking about, you know, our house washes, our house washes of just going and cleaning the house. Ben does more than just goes and cleans the house. He's getting video, he's getting pictures, and he's making stuff so that he can have stuff that he can market and keep going and keep getting to what I needed to do. You know, he doesn't even put out hardly any signs anymore. He's getting most of it off of Facebook, and he's getting most of it off of LinkedIn, and he's getting a lot. He's getting a ton. If I could see his, I bet you if I could see his link or his stuff on Google My Business, I would about guarantee you the stuff that he is getting some website traffic off of that. I'm going to go here. I don't know if I can do it on the fly or not. I'm going to go here real quick and see if I can. I want to show you how much Google My Business can give us off of a location, off of doing stuff of a location. Google My Business. Business, boys and girls. Google My Business. So I want to see if I can pull up a profile here that I have done way back when. Let's see here. That's not what I want here. And the reason why I want to show you this is not to show be like being anything, but I want to show you this so that way you understand how much business can come off of one Google My Business thing. And that is what I want to do. This is what you do to be able to grow your business. And this is what happens when you can do this stuff. This is what happens when you start getting your business coming here. So right here, this is for the city. This is Cincinnati pressure washing right here. This is up in Cincinnati. And in the last month, 30 days, this one has, I believe it has about 145-star reviews. Not quite all 5 stars, but a lot of 5-star reviews. It's had 3,100 phone calls coming into this one location. You can see listings on search is 2.47 and listings on map is 987. Now, do you think this can help your Google My Business? Hell yeah. So it's had 107 website reviews and 9 phone calls. This is what can help you grow your business. I don't know why that's saying directions. Oh, the directions request. So this is just in the last 30 days. We can take this back to the last month and you can see it's had 6,000 searches. 6,000 searches. So this is why I preach the Google My Business. The Google My Business is very important. It's one of the very first things that you want to set up. Period. It is the main important thing when we're starting a business. It is that important that we get our Google My Business set up so that way we can get those 5-star reviews, we can get those pictures coming, and that will help with our SEO and everything else. It's what you need to do. All right. I'm going to go back up here. I had favored some questions here. If you are having $1,000 day and want another one, put marketing systems in place. Every job, lawn sign left on job, clip flyer, every house, same block, leave bandit signs near the entrance of neighborhood. Do your 5 rounds. Keep marketing. Even when you're busy, you gotta keep marketing. Marketing. Hey, Jason, I am from Australia. Hoping to have my son listen to this. Thanks again for your live feeds. $20,000 week this week. Going to be busy. That is amazing right there, blue collar entrepreneur. That is awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. I am from New Zealand. Let's see. Is it better to give a quote by looking online or size to go see the house in person? What I'm going to tell you is go watch my last live on Thursday. I went over that in depth. It depends. I mean, I got data that shows both ways. I did it from the point of I want more leads and I don't want to send people out and cost me more money and that kind of things. It's just what's best for you. Now, my service area was an hour, especially when I first started. I would go an hour north. I'd go to north side of Cincinnati, which was an hour from me. So there's no way I can go up there and give quotes and be able to do that and not be driving for hours on end. So that is just something that I did so that way made life a lot easier. Dealing with this local guy has had handwritten signs power washing 50% off phone number, caught him jacking my signs off my stakes and putting his on. Yeah, you can't help some people. Treat it like a football game. You know when that you get pissed, you get hot. And again, signs is another way of getting business. It's not the only way, but it is a good way to get business. Embrace the butterflies. I hear a lot of times people, when they're first putting out the signs, they get all butterfly-y and they're like, man, I'm just nervous and I just get scared. And it's like, just go do it. It kind of gets fun after a while. Again, market, market, market. You got to keep marketing. If you're not marketing, it's not good for you. This was in front of my customer's house. I was blown away. Never in my life would I have thought I'd seen the day. Some people are just not very smart when it comes to that. Jason does a 4-gallon minute Predator pressure washer pull water from the buffer tank, or do I keep it hooked up to the hose? You can run it from a buffer tank. You got some haters, I see. Yeah, you gotta love the haters. I don't do 5 rounds. I do all around. No customer is safe from a door hanger. At least the reason why I kind of push 5 around is because it's something that is not real hard. It doesn't take a lot of time. So if you obviously, if you're not busy, you can do more than 5 around. You can do 10 or 20 around. But if you're busy, if you stick to a 5 around, it's a good habit to get into. A lot of times you start getting busy and you're like, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do no more. And you don't do it at all. And that is not good. We got to keep doing those 5 around. Every call I've taken this year is for May and June, like the weather matters. Wash it now. Get it done. Can you make 100 to 200 just painting addresses on curb a day? Easy. I don't know. I don't like painting. Jason, I got a mansion to quote slate roof. Should I charge plus? Is it any different than a regular? You need to rinse it off. I wouldn't leave it sitting up on that slate. So you will have to rinse it. Be careful when you're spraying that up there. Sometimes you can knock them off, even rinsing. I've knocked 1 or 2 off. It's not a good thing. But just be careful. But I would charge kind of however I'm going to do my, and if it's a big house, obviously you can't get up on that stuff. I wouldn't get up on a slate roof, save my life. And I would just make sure I can shoot it off from the gutter. Took Jason's advice and quoted 2 driveways an hour away north of 500 and got them both over the phone. Don't have time to wash, quote, and full-time job. And that's the thing, a lot of times people think that you got all this time and you can go up there and get this stuff quoted and do it in person. And it takes a lot of time. If you're trying to do $1,000, $1,500 day plus quoting and everything, and you're a one-man band, you're gonna be killing yourself. You're gonna be working lots of weekends, lots of nights, and the goal is to get time freedom and financial freedom. And if we're working 70, 90, 100 hours a week, then we're not getting too much time freedom at that point. Now, I know when we first start, sometimes we got to hit some long nights and some long days and stuff like that. But, our goal is that's not our goal at the end of the day. My favorite question. It doesn't matter. Just get the quotes out and answer the phone. I'm playing seesaw with in person and online. When we are overloaded, I do online quotes as Jason advised. And that's the thing. And that goes back to, if you're not busy, then you can do an in-person quote. You can do a 5 around when you're there, or a 10 around when you're at that person quoting. You can put signs out at the neighborhood. And so those are some things that we can do to help keep us doing marketing. And here's the other thing. If we're spending all this time doing that and doing this in-person quoting, what are we else not doing? We're not doing marketing for the next job. We're not putting stuff up online for the next job. We're not putting things in Google My Business. We're not doing a blog on our website. Now, you might think, well, that's stupid. Well, here's the thing. Think about it this way. Is it better to do a blog and GMB and or Google My Business, or is it better to go quote that one person to make $300 right now, or make $10,000 off this blog post I did, or off this Google My Business post, or off this LinkedIn post? You tell me. What do you think is better? Let's see some people answer that. Would you rather make an extra $100 today? And yes, we might close higher, and yes, we might do that. So instead of being at $400, we're at $450 as our close rate, or our close thing, because we go in person. But we're not marketing for that next job. We're not doing a Google My Business post, because now we're spending hours on end, hours a week in our vehicle. What if we spent those hours a week in marketing, in doing things for marketing? And yes, I understand you can go put some signs out and do some door hangers, but how many people do I know do that while they're doing their inline on-person quotes? Not many. I'll just tell you, not many, because I don't see many doing it. And so those are some things that you got to look at of the in-person versus online quoting. Thanks, Jason. Guys, appreciate the input. I pressure washed a guy's house, and the next day it got dirty again. Now he wants me to sue me. Well, that's not good. How'd it get dirty the next day? Can I start with a minivan? I know several people that have started with a minivan. Let's see, who was it? Oh, the guy that just bought my trailer, Tanner. He was working out of the back of his SUV. There's many people that work out of the back of an minivan. Al works out of the back of a minivan. I like the 5 around neighbors talk, but 2 houses apart usually don't. I hate painting decks and got a ton lined up, and Jason is going to paint one this summer, just like he did last summer. I hope you're charging $10 a square foot for that stuff. How many trucks you running for that $20,000 week? Congratulations, by the way. That's an awesome week. Oh, the one question up there. Hey, that could be one person. Will this hose work from my software system, FlexZilla air hose, plastic? That can work for your, your soft system. You can work 30 hours a week for 8 months and profit over $100,000. What? No way, Al. You're crazy. And no, he's not crazy. You can do this right here, 30 hours a week, 8 months a year, and make over $100,000. Just put a new pump on my pressure washer. Couldn't get the key to slide in on the wrong side. You got that? Okay. Has anyone ran statistics on 5 rounds compared to yard signs? You're probably going to get better off of yard signs, to be honest. He said it was on the east side of Lexington. Depends on the size of the job site. 500 on estimate. Should I go back and wash the same house again for free? I mean, when you start pushing the word suing, I would see what's wrong with, if you washed it, it shouldn't be dirty. If it's oxidized, then as long as you didn't oxidize it, but you would have to make sure that you documented it, that it was oxidized before you started. If he's rubbing his hand on it and it's coming up oxidized and you didn't put no way of documenting that and getting a picture of it, then you don't have in your wording about you don't remove oxidation. It's going to be hard to overcome that. If I was a betting man, I about guarantee you that's what he's complaining about is the oxidation. because you probably cleaned it. Now, if you let it dry on there, you can cause the oxidation. So at that point, you're going to have to do some BC Cleansol or something like that and go that way. And I know I haven't pushed it much, but that's where I like Company Cam on here. We can do, like, I have my checklist. I have actually put all my checklist in the group. I have 4 different checklists. One is house washing checklist, roof cleaning checklist, um, um, deck cleaning checklist, and concrete cleaning checklist. And basically, if you use Company Cam, you could take a picture. That way, it dates it, times it, everything. Of, hey, here is shotgun fungus. Wipe your hand on it. Take a picture. Here's oxidation. Your house has oxidation, and that way we are documenting everything as we go. And when we document everything as we go, if we have this issue, you can go back and you can actually send that file to them and say, here, it was oxidized before I ever started. Or, hey, I never parked in the driveway. I parked out on the street. So that oil spot that you're saying that I did was not me. And so these are some things that I would highly, highly recommend of documentation. Whether you are just writing it down, but I would rather it be in picture form. And that's one thing that I like about Company Cam is it will date it, time it, stamp the whole 9 yards. And I got a link down in my thing, pressurewashhelp.com/cam, I believe it is. Here it is right here. There's my green screen too. Pressurewashhelp.com/cam is what it is. And this way you can take lots of pictures, it uploads it, and it goes right to where you can send the file and everything. Rather make money for the next job. Chad, it's almost important the whole unit. I am fortunate to do estimates and jobs. My wife handles marketing. Hi, Jason. I have a 4-gallon pressure washer and I need a basic setup. How would you recommend getting a pressure wash trailer from? I don't know. From who? Pressure wash trailer from who? Got 2 in-person quotes tomorrow morning. I worked out of an Equinox for 3 years. Bought my first work truck today. What do I think about SynGym? I think it's a good tool. Again, it's a tool in the toolbox. You know, everything that I've been talking about at the end of the day is a tool in the toolbox. You know, try it, see if it works. If it don't work, then don't do it. You know, if the ROI isn't there, then you don't do it. Is there anything that I need to be on the lookout for when surface cleaning the pool day? Yeah, make sure that the little tits that they hook their cover is not in, because if you hit one of those with the surface cleaner, you just lost your bar. Hey, Jason, thanks for all the info. I'm about to order a Comet soft wash system and a Bandit pressure washer. Do you think that's an okay setup? Yeah. I mean, you can do it with just Bandits. You know, I would rather have an 8-gallon a minute than, you know, because that Comet soft wash system is going to cost you about $3,000 by the time you're done. By the time you pay for the pump and you do a metering valve and you do all your hoses, you're going to be in about $3,000 right there. Hey, Jason, I've been listening to your podcast for weeks, educating myself, but I made a big mistake that you point out about purchasing equipment before marketing. Any advice on here? Where to go from here? So you bought lots of equipment and you don't have no money for marketing. Hopefully you got some money for marketing. You know, some things that you need to do is really work on, you know, so the free things you can do is obviously the Facebook, obviously the Google My Business, what I was talking about, Google My Business there. We really want to work on our Google My Business. Though that is a huge thing we want to do. Um, LinkedIn, Nextdoor, all the marketing stuff that you got to do. Signs, blue and white or black and yellow or black and neon green. Make it stick out more. I don't know what that black on neon green would look like. Yard signs or Facebook ads as a brand new business. Honestly, I'm going to tell you yard signs. You can buy $350 yard signs, and that will get you business. As long as you're allowed to and you don't got every yahoo around doing it, $300 worth of yard signs will get you a lot of business at the end of the day. This right here, like I say, I think it's like $350, and you will get, I will about guarantee you at least 4 to 5 times that money with yard signs. And again, with Facebook ads, again, we got to have a good landing thing, different things. Facebook is interest-based marketing. Google Ads is more intent-based. Yeah, so the way I look at it is Facebook is more like the mailbox. When somebody goes and you do a mailer, EDDM, or you're on Facebook, you're scrolling, and you got to get that person to stop and say, oh, I might need that. Or Google Ads is more of, I need pressure washing. They are looking for a pressure washer. Company cam all day, $200 a year. What is the app called to document everything? Company Cam. PressureWashHelp.com/cam. It'll give you 14 days free, and it'll buy me a cup of coffee. Came across your channel and inspired me enough to start a pressure washing business. I haven't done it yet, but I will soon. Jason, do you have a list for your members of safety data sheets for most common? I do have some, but I don't have a lot of them because there's so freaking many of them. Where are your checklists in the membership? They might not be in there all the way. I'll see. If not, I'll get them in there tomorrow. I know I put them in one spot. I don't know if they're in the other spot yet. So I think they are. I just got to see. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Let's see here. We might have a problem here. There we go. My mouse quit working. I hate when my mouse quits working. When I get on a job, my GoPro body cam starts and everything is black and white. We all have to be transparent. What is a 5-around? A 5-around is a door hanger that we want to use, and so if we clean the house here, we're going to go do the neighbor's house. We're going to put a door hanger on there. We're going to go across the street, and we're going to put door hangers on the 3 across there. And then we're going to come back to the other side of the neighbor's house that we just did and put a door hanger there. That is what a 5-around is. Hey, gentlemen, I have a favor to ask. I'm having stents put in tomorrow, and I need some prayers. Thanks in advance. You all part of my family. We'll be praying for you, Wade. That stinks. Hope everything goes good for you. Put flyers and talk to 5 houses around. Gotcha. Facebook. Got a $1,300 day planned for my first day with my helper. He may get a little more with some more upselling. Go get them, Wade. I've been rethinking my signs that the wind is blowing off. Staples are weak. Nails are better. Make sure if you do the staples that you put the really long ones in. And I stapled the crap out of them. Can you water plants or the yard with a pressure water for extra money? Well, I'm sure you can. I'd be careful with car washes, though. Some of those car washes and they blame you for something stupid. Something is up with Facebook ads. I'm getting some of you guys Facebook in Memphis, and you are seven. Yeah, so ever since Facebook about 2 weeks ago has went, I don't know what they've done, but a lot of people are getting ads everywhere, and it's been since they've restructured Facebook. If you haven't been in there a while, it's kind of stupid. Like you got to go in on a whole different app, and it's not as easy as it used to be. And you can't target like you used to either with Facebook. Hope all goes well. What is a landing page? That's a good question. So, a landing page is a page that is going to be, it can be dedicated to, it's basically a website page, is what it is. Let's just keep it simple. We're not going to go down too crazy of. I'll show you what a landing page can look like, and versus a web page. And this right here is going to be kind of a landing page more per se. So let me go over here. I'm on Ben's side again. So this is what a landing page could look like. It's going to have a lot of call to actions. It's a lot of time a landing page isn't going to have a lot of this here. Basically, this right here is going to be a landing page. This is a landing page or a website page, and this right here is what it is. And basically, it's just going to tell us our services and stuff like that. Let's see, does he have a blog page? No, that's just a page of lots of pictures and stuff. So a landing page is just basically a website page, is all it is. Nothing special about it. Happy Easter, guys. One of the best ways to start a market is to go to the local churches, schools, and offer services for free. Spend 1 hour of time washing and watch the business roll in. I am so busy right now. I have to go full time and finally leave my 18-year career. That's awesome, Cincinnati Soft Wash. That is amazing. I love it, dude. And where are you at exactly? You're pretty far north. You're kind of on the other side of 275, aren't you? If the cops take your signs, send the just put another one up. A lot of very good points tonight. Happy Easter. Hey, Pressure Girl. I'm almost thought about asking you tonight, but I knew it was going to be. I need to see when sometimes there will work for you to come on my live with me. I know you all are probably starting to get busy, but Jason, any tips on removing vines off brick and stucco? It seems horrible, but it's a high ticket. Yeah, charge the living crap out of it. On the brick will be easier. The stucco is going to be a little bit more tougher. Basically, what you're going to have to do is put a roof mix on that stuff, and you're going to have to do it twice or 2 or 3 times. Basically, you got to kill that stuff all the way in there, and the only way to really do it is to put a super hot mix on it. If they want it completely gone, you're going to have to put a really hot mix on that stuff, and basically you're killing the organic as it goes. That's what you're going to have to do is kill the organic. You're killing the organic. You're literally melting it away. Obviously, you got to make sure everything on the ground isn't getting killed too. So you got to really water that, and you kind of got to put a heavy chemical on it. And sometimes if you can get up to it, You can put a heavy chemical on it once, and then you can take a higher pressure nozzle and blow that stuff off. Like DJ had one last year, and he turbo nozzled the whole thing. He put a roof mix on it, which kind of brought it a little bit, and turbo nozzled the whole thing. The reason I have an account with Chick-fil-A each month is because I offered a clean, free, one-time show our work. Happy Easter, Garrett. How can I show you my new sign so I can see what you think? Well, if you're a member in the pressure washing group, you can show me there. If not, you can look me up on Facebook. My Facebook ads were in Tennessee and I'm in Michigan. Yep. I have a house washing sign that said pressure washing is better. Any thoughts on power washing? I don't know. I would like to see somebody do a test, even if it's with me. If I got some numbers and do 100 signs that say pressure washing and 100 signs that say power washing and see which one does better. I would be curious on that. What is it you post on GMB? You post pictures of you. You post pictures of your before and afters. You post pictures of your equipment. You post pictures of your videos of all of that stuff too. I'm planning on starting out with 50,000 to start business. I plan to do both commercial and residential. I will start out with residential. Do you think I'm starting out with too much? Here's the thing about it. So I got a Nicholas Yalls he started out with $60,000. He bought a brand new rig, $20,000 rig, and he put a boatload in marketing, and he did $250,000 his very first year in just pressure washing. And then he did Christmas lights, which he did even more. So there's plenty of money to be made. If because then you can have a nice website built. You can go a lot more from the get-go versus trying to bootstrap it. $150 in recycled UZ signs. I've only put out 15 and I've sold $2,800 and have $3,300 roughly in estimates out. They've been out 9 days, mostly residential to commercial. Do you think 100? If he went with the cheaper sign. He went with the reuse signs, but he still did $150 to get $2,800. I'll take it. Next year, can't do it this year. Good morning or afternoon, Jason. Scott cleans it, uses a minivan and a trailer. I don't know where the tips are. You can go on his site. It's I believe it was 180 sites. Most customers say power. I got a lot of haters today. I must have got the haterade today, man. Got the haterade. Get you some haterade. I give out gold information and the haters come out today. I got five haters today. I love me some haters. If it wasn't for the haters, I wouldn't be able to have comments like this right here. The reason why I do what I do. What I do. This is what I do for what I do right here. But yet I get me 5 haters. I love me some haters. Some haters can go blow themselves, what haters can do. I'm going to try power pressure washing sign on the next rounds of signs. It makes a difference. See if it makes a difference. Have been using the house washing phone number with a good success. I would about bet you'd have better success with pressure washing. Just from the data I've seen so far, pressure washing is where it's at. Hey, mate, this is Nathan from Australia. I enjoy your channel. Thank you for your help. And yes, I do have a house washing business. I left my job and jumped in business. Thank you for the super chat. You are great, Jason. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Garrett. I appreciate that very much. Again, I am having an in-person training. I don't actually have a lot. I think I only got like 4 people signed up for this in-person training, which it is nice to have the smaller class because then it is more hands-on. The last class I had 6 in it, and everybody was able to really get a whole side of the house. We do have a shed this time, so we got a shed and a house and a driveway. So there'll be a lot of stuff that everybody can do. So if you're looking at doing the in-person training, I would highly recommend it because it is one of those things that you will get a lot of hands-on. That is my goal, is for the hands-on portion. You get to spray the water, not Jason. It is nice that I can spray the water, but I want to make sure that you can spray the water. So these are some things that you want to look at. It is not this Friday, but the Friday after that. So these are some things that I would highly, highly recommend if you are looking to grow a business and get successful. And the guy that has been posting, thank you for the super chat. And again, that is, I haven't put who this was, but Jeremy Olson is the one that sent me this picture right here. So I'm not smoking crack when I say that you can do this. This is awesome. I love that he's going to be able to go full time. And once he goes full time, he will really kill it at that point. And so that is some things that you can definitely do by growing a pressure washing business. Yes, we can make a living spraying water. Yes, you can make $100,000 spraying water. It's pretty freaking amazing. It is awesome and it is amazing. It is life changing stuff that you can do by spraying water and doing that kind of stuff. Again, if you want 30 days free in the membership, I'm getting ready to add some more. I'm actually going to go do some shooting of some paver sealing that I'm going to put in there. And so that will be some pretty cool stuff. I'm going to go help DJ do a paver sealer in Walton. So we'll get to do the whole cleaning it up, making it look good and pretty. And I'm going to show you that this is a great service that we can make $100 or $1.50 to $2 a square foot doing cleaning, sealing, and sanding of pavers. So pavers is definitely something that is a great way to do. I just bought a t-shirt. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Tim. Hey, Jason, how much do you charge out for a standard house wash over there in your area? 3-bedroom brick house, or a weather board or hardy board house. I mean, our minimum was $300, so we went up from there. But hope you all have a great night. Happy Easter. This week, be ready for your phone to be ringing off the hook if you've done your due diligence. This week, I mean, people were out all weekend. They were out cooking and grilling, and they were looking at their nasty house. Your phone should be ringing off the hook this week. It's supposed to be 70 degrees all week here, so you should be ringing off the hook this week. The grass is getting ready to be mowed, and it's been mowed 2 or 3 times, or 2 times in some places. So these are some things that you should be ready to do and get ready because your phone is going to start ringing off the hook. Now, what I want you to do is go out there and make sure that you're answering that damn phone. Because if you're letting that phone ring and not answering it, you're just pissing away money. And I don't want you to piss away money. I want you to make money. So make sure you're answering that phone. Even if it's the hardest of times that you got to say, give me a second, there's things that you can do that you can make it work so that way it keeps it going. But hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you on Thursday.